Welcome to another episode of Out of the Pods. I'm Deep Tea.
And I'm Natalie, and happy Wednesday.
Happy post-Thanksgiving Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. It was Thanksgiving. I ate my heart out.
This year, we did absolutely no Thanksgiving food. We did all Indian food because we're like, I don't want to make mashed potatoes and green bean casserole. Like, no, thank you. I want a chicken tikka masala and some naan, baby.
No, I love that. That's what my family does. I celebrate with two families on Thanksgiving Day. So it's my dad's side and my mom's side.
Okay.
My dad's side, all Korean food.
Ooh, yum.
But then for my mom's side, all real Thanksgiving food. But to be honest, I'm not like the biggest fan.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to many of my exes and friends' Thanksgivings, and I'm like, cool, this food's great, but like, where's the flavor?
Well, your ex's families are listening to this and they're like, what a fucking bitch.
Let's face it, they are not
never
listening.
invited ever again. I feel like mac and cheese and potato dishes aren't really my thing.
Same.
But I love Thanksgiving, just like hang around with like my cousins, my aunts and uncles. But the thing that always sucks is when I'm with like my entire family is I always get the question of why I'm single. And it's only towards me.
Yeah. Honestly, my family doesn't even ask me anymore if I'm single or not because they just know better, because they will hear an earful from me. Because
you fight back.
Oh, of course I'm going to fight back. Every single time they're like, oh, like, when are you going to get married? I'm like, when are you going to start being happy?
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I never said that. That's really mean and disrespectful.
When are you going to get divorced? Yeah. How about that?
I would never. But no, they never ask me anymore. In fact, I feel like my cousins are on a different boat now because I have a lot of cousins and they're all over the spectrum, but I have a lot of older cousins.
Spectrum of like singleness.
Yeah, sorry. Let me clarify. Spectrum on the singleness.
Like on like the married to single scale.
Actually, what I meant was on the age scale. They're all across the spectrum of age.
Okay.
That's an important clarification.
That's a really great clarification.
But I have a lot of older cousins who are in their 40s with kids. And now a lot of them come to me and they're like, I'm so jealous of your life. Like, you can just get up and go and do whatever you want. You have no children bothering you. You can travel.
You could sleep in.
100%. Not that I can, but yeah. And they're like, I never got to live alone. In my 20s and 30s, like, I had kids. I had a relationship to worry about. I was never on my own. So now I feel like the tune has changed where they're a little bit envious of the freedom that I have. And it makes me feel confident that I'm happy that I'm single and in this stage.
Like, it makes you feel really good.
Absolutely.
For me, it's the fact that I'm one of the oldest cousins and I'm one of the few single ones. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm the only single one. Minus my 19-year-old cousin who is literally backpacking across Asia right now.
So she's a baby.
He's a baby.
He's a baby.
Literally. It kind of made me sad because it used to be me and one of my older guy cousins, and he recently got a girlfriend, and he's like,
damn.
I feel like I used to be, like, we used to chat a lot, like him and I on the couch, like when everyone else is like talking with their partners, it was him and I, we were like a team. And then this motherfucker is like texting with his girlfriend the entire time, and I'm like, okay, who am I gonna talk to? Like, yeah. I'm alone.
The betrayal from him is insane because you were a unit.
Yeah. I used to think it was really cool that I was single. I'd feel the same way and be like, oh my gosh, I have so much time to do everything. Like, I don't have to choose where I spend Thanksgiving. Like, I can always spend it with my family. Like, no one's telling me what to do. Well, none of my cousins have kids yet, but they're all in relationships, married or engaged or whatever. And then my cousins would be like, yeah, like, right on. Like, yeah. This year I felt like they felt more sorry for me. My guy cousin was like, I have a friend who, he's like, well, he's okay. Like, I wouldn't have recommended him to you like last year, but this year, if you really want, I could set you guys up on a blind date.
I would never.
And I was like,
I would never go on a date that my family set me up with. Is that insane of me? Just by principle alone, I feel like I couldn't do it. Specifically why I didn't get an arranged marriage, because I think the idea of my family setting me up, even if it's my cousins, I'd be like, absolutely not. Do you think I can't take care of that myself?
I always forget about that your mom wanted to set you up like in an arranged marriage. Like, I think about who my parents would want to set me up with, and I know it would be the total opposite of like what I want.
If you saw the men that my parents put in front of me, like even just like last year, the guys that they would
last
year, because my mom was like, it's time for you to get married. And I was like, okay, thank you for deciding that for me, but I appreciate it.
You're like, everyone's really jealous of me, actually.
Yeah,
Mom.
actually, did you talk to the older cousins? They love that I'm single.
100%. No, literally.
And no, if you saw the men that she was putting in front of me, they look so good on paper. And then I see a picture and then I'm like, bro.
You're like, Mom, I don't care that he is a Harvard educated doctor. And I was like, he literally has one eye.
And you know what her default is? Oh, but he's 6'3". I was like, but Mom, look, that's just no. Like you have to have the physical attraction there. And
the personality.
And the personality. Like. Yeah, exactly. And
totally.
She's like, all you have to do is go on a first date. And if you don't like him, you don't like him. And the theory of that whole thing makes sense if you think about it. Like, why wouldn't I? But just the idea that my parents set me up and the fact that they will take credit for that for the rest of my life is what really like stops me from doing it. It's not even, the men are like good-ish. Yeah. Like, I could give them a chance.
But wait, what do you think that your paper looks like? Like your resume, your bio? Do you think they're like just as impressed?
No.
And then they see a picture and they're like, wait a minute, this is my dream girl.
No, when my mom brings me the bio data is what they call them, I was like, Mom, what do you send them? Please don't like post me anywhere.
Love is Blind season 2 reality TV
and immediately everyone's like, nope.
Podcast host. You know, every Indian parent will look at your bio data and be like, next.
100%. Would you go on a date that your parents set you up with?
No, absolutely not. For example, when I go to church with my parents, they'll be like, you know, that man is really good looking. He has a great personality. And I'm like, no to both, actually. I don't care more about like the good looking part, but like the personality. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what my parents want in a son-in-law, I could never. Yeah. Just because they look good on paper does not mean they have the personality to fit into the family.
Yeah. Like, hello, do we remember Abhishek from Love is Blind season 2? He was perfect on paper.
Oh, 100%.
An Indian man, really good with the community, was a vet. And then look at him. It was a disaster. So
that's
it's like,
actually true.
And that's when they learn their lesson. They're like, okay, I get it. I'm backing off.
This Thanksgiving, though, I feel like there was a lot of attention to the fact that I am still single. I always, even though it's not really true, I'm like, my standards are just too high. Like, I just don't know what to say. Like, what do you say? Does anyone ask you?
They haven't asked me in a few years because they just know they'll get the wrath of DT at this
what do you
point.
say when you say, like, the wrath? Are you just like, let me live my life? Like, what do you say?
Yeah, I literally tell them that I want to be single and I'm choosing to be single because I need to enjoy my life right now. Like, I just don't want to be in a relationship. Line. Yeah, and then they can't say anything about it because they're like, well, that makes sense. It's not like, oh, I'm looking, I just can't find it. It's like, no, I'm not even looking. And it just like, period, ends the conversation. And they're like, okay, moving on. You know?
They're like, well.
Because what are they going to say to that? Think about this, though. Like, just this past Thanksgiving, imagine you brought home a partner. Like,
actually, wait, this is what I actually always say. For the men that I've been like really close to marrying, I'm always like, imagine if that person was here right now. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, actually, it's kind of good that you're single.
Yeah. Actually, we prefer you single over that man.
You're totally right. Because if you brought that man home, he definitely would be ruining Thanksgiving right now.
Yes, exactly my point. It's like we always spend so much time thinking about what we're lacking and what we're missing, or maybe our family does.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking about all the things that we do have. And that's peace of mind.
Yeah.
That's comfort.
It's serenity.
It's serenity. Yeah.
Actually, one of my younger cousins said to me during Thanksgiving, she goes, you know, at first I was kind of sad that you don't have a partner. Like, you're one of the few cousins without a partner. And she goes, I just felt bad because like, I'd love for you to find love. But she goes, but then I was thinking about it being like, well, if you're single forever, then you're always going to spend Thanksgiving with the family.
Oh, God.
She said, I'll always be able to count on you on being here.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a nice way to look at it.
That is a great way
She goes, when our other cousins start, you know, like not being able to travel in because they have kids, or maybe they decide to spend it with their husband's family. She goes, I know I can always count on you to show up. And I was like, okay.
That's both daunting and uplifting.
And I was like, actually, I love that.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah. I was like, you're totally right. I love that I can show up every single time.
Dude, also, I definitely think that this is going to be my last holiday season that I'm going to be single. I can just feel it in my bones that I will find somebody next year because, I'm going to actively try to search for it again because it's been a little while. But that's why I wholeheartedly enjoyed this Thanksgiving because I'm like, when am I going to get the time to have my parents to myself? When am I going to get the time to have my sister to myself without having a partner present?
And help him feel comfortable. Yes. Oh, that's the worst when you bring a plus one anywhere.
Yes.
And you're just like, okay, and you're all nervous being like, how are things going to go? This even happens when I bring plus ones to weddings, like maybe a new boyfriend who hasn't met either the rest of my family or like my friend group. Yeah. I'm always like, oh my gosh, will they be okay? Are they going to be awkward? Are people going to be awkward with them? Like I'm so focused on how comfortable they're going to be. And I realize that takes so much energy. And I love that I don't have to do that. And I also think about how crazy my family is during Thanksgiving, like my extended family. One of my cousins who's in a new relationship, we were like, hey, when are you going to bring your girlfriend to like one of the family holiday parties? And he goes, never. He goes, absolutely never will I bring her around. And we're like, wait, why? And he goes, because you guys are nuts. You guys are going to like make her feel so uncomfortable. Your personalities are too loud. My mom's side of the family, he's a cousin on my mom's side. It's mostly women. It's like my mom has 3 sisters and 7 of the 9 cousins are women.
Yeah.
So it's like
there's a lot of estrogen really going around.
A lot of like strong personalities. Yeah. Like really loud women.
Yes. And not to mention also like when I think about bringing a partner home, like Shake was the first person that I ever did.
Oh.
And the entire time I'm so worried, like, oh my gosh, what are my brother and him talking about? Oh my gosh, like, how is my mom acting? What stories is she telling about me? Like, all that shit runs through my brain and shit that shouldn't actually think about. But I'm like, I'm so happy I don't have that worry in my life right now.
Yeah.
I've been taking creatine regularly for a while now, and it's one of those things where once you're consistent, you feel the difference. Creatine isn't just for building muscle. It also helps with your strength, focus, recovery, aging, and cognitive performance. When Momentous came out with their new creatine chews, I got way more consistent. They're these bite-sized lemon lime chews, and honestly, I love that I can just chew and go. And something that I didn't know until recently is creatine is even more essential for women who naturally store about 70 to 80% less creatine than men, which means consistent supplementation can have even greater impact on your energy, recovery, and focus.
So Deep Tea actually was the one who convinced me to start taking the chews, and the convenience alone sold me. It's so easy to take these every morning when I'm going out the door, when I'm traveling. Plus, each chew delivers exactly 1 gram of pure creatine monohydrate, and there's no artificial sweeteners, no fillers, just science-backed performance in a super easy format.
And right now, Momentous is offering our listeners up to 35% off your first order with promo code OUTOFTHEPODS. Go to livemomentous.com and use promo code OUTOFTHEPODS for up to 35% off your first order. That's livemomentous.com, promo code OUTOFTHEPODS.
How soon is too soon to bring a partner home?
Let me tell you, it's not 3 weeks like Love is Blind was.
Like before marriage, though?
Before marriage, absolutely.
For me, I don't want to be taken home to my boyfriend's family until like we're super, super serious. Like they're going to be my in-laws type of thing.
I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think that I'm not going to give up time with my family over the holidays unless we're married. Unless there's a ring on the finger, I'm not doing it.
Like not even when you're engaged?
No, like I'll obviously go visit them and hang out, but like specifically holiday season, I don't think that I want to go home to his parents or mine until we're engaged. There has to be a ring on the finger. I agree. Right?
I agree. Like I was like, I want to spend every holiday with my family, but I also think about like, when is the right time to even introduce a new partner to your family? Like if it's not for the holidays, like when do you like, I don't know, go to dinner with like your new partner and your parents? Like when do you make the introduction?
For me, it's always been unless we're in the stages of almost getting engaged. I'm not bringing him home.
What?
I have an Indian family, Natalie. Like the boyfriend culture is not a thing.
But also I do want to meet his family because I've heard so many horror stories about like horrible like mother-in-laws, father-in-laws that I was like, I want to meet his family before I even think about getting married to him.
I agree. I think
when you marry the person and they're close to their family, you're marrying the family.
Oh, absolutely. It's two families coming together in unison anytime you get married, right? So I definitely agree with you. I need to go to their family's house, but I would be very hesitant to bring him to mine just because of how I've been burned in the past. Like, you think I'm going to introduce my family to you just for you to cheat on me the next day?
No, 100%.
Absolutely not.
Because we already know our parents are amazing.
Exactly.
Like, our families are so cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Our partner should be like grateful to have our families as in-laws, you know?
Yes,
like, I was
agree.
like, I know my family is so cool. My mom's going to be an amazing mother-in-law. So like, he doesn't need to experience my family quite
That's
yet.
what I'm saying. Like, they will mesh
He
into whoever you
it.
are.
Yeah. But like, I feel like I need to experience his family because I feel like if he has an overbearing like mom or dad, like that's my...
Yeah.
Like, I can't.
You know, I've always been so good with parents and like, I know I'll get along with them. But in talking through it with you right now, I feel like it is important to hang out with his family. I just think over the holidays, I'm prioritizing mine over 100%. His. But once we're married, I do think like it's him and we are creating our new family together. So I don't believe in separating over the holidays once we're together and married. Do you think that you're going to do that?
I love a good separation.
Well,
no, I really do. Not only will we be having separate holidays, like I think if we have 2 kids, we're going to be splitting the kids. Like one's going
to
the other family. I'm taking the other kid to my family, but also separate bedrooms.
No.
We need to start normalizing separate bedrooms.
No, we don't.
Why?
I hate the concept of that. I don't like the idea of that.
Imagine like hanging out with your husband in the living room and you get to go back to your own space at night.
You have a whole house. There's plenty of personal spaces you can go.
You don't know my budget.
Fair.
You don't know. You don't know the size of my
Actually, I kind of do know what you make a little bit. And it's quite a bit. I think you can afford more than 2 bedrooms.
I saw this TikTok where they said that separate bedrooms were the norm until the Great Depression. And then the Great Depression happened and people couldn't afford separate bedrooms or separate beds. And so they had to sleep in the same bed, like forced because of poverty. And things didn't change.
Thank God that the Great Depression happened then, right?
But like, why would you?
I do not like the concept of having 2 separate bedrooms because that makes me feel like we're roommates. And I don't need a roommate. I need a partner. I need to be intimate. And I don't mean like physically intimate, like those small little moments of like
a little touch, like your legs touching.
Oh, 100%. I need, like, don't cuddle me like too hard because I don't like physical touch like that when I'm sleeping. But like, I need a little like toe tap. For sure. To be like, hey, I'm
like
here,
you're
honey.
there.
Yeah. Or like you wake up in the morning and you are like, I don't know. Those are like the best moments I feel like what I've had in relationships where you wake up together and you like cuddle, you know, and I love those moments. Like imagine being like, honey, are you up in the other room?
Yeah. But then also think about the other side of it is like, imagine, you know, your husband has to get up at 5 a.m., right? That means you both have to go to bed early-ish.
Yeah.
Or if he goes to bed before you have to like tiptoe into your room in the dark.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just want to scroll on TikTok till 2 a.m. You can't do that. Like imagine doing it with no one's bothering you. You could get up and just get a little snack without having to tiptoeing around your bedroom. Like,
fair.
You don't think about that?
You make all good points, except for that's why there's a guest bedroom or there's like another room that you can go to do that. Or, the living room couch. Just stay on the couch.
But the thing is, it's always the woman who's going to be on the couch on her phone, right? Because she doesn't want to disturb her partner. But on the flip side, the man, like let's say you are dead asleep in bed and your man comes home late, he is fucking slamming the doors, turning on the lights with his like big ass feet, just walking around the whole fucking room.
I don't know what it is. Like their brain chemistry is off because why do they not understand that consideration is the biggest form of love?
Men have no capability of like being quiet. Like the concept of tiptoeing. Imagine a man tiptoeing ever.
Never.
Have you ever seen a man tiptoe?
No.
Yeah, I don't think
it's like the loudest stomps I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's like an elephant coming into your room.
I have a solution for this.
What?
Technology is upon us, friends. Like You can just put some earplugs in.
That's radiation in your brain.
No, earplugs are not radiation. There's no Bluetooth in earplugs.
I don't need to expand my ear holes to be considerate for a man. Okay.
Okay, but also,
anyways, separate bedrooms.
No, absolutely not.
At least separate bathrooms.
I feel like in the day of technology, like I need to be watching my man. You think I'm going to allow him the freedom to go into a separate bedroom to act out? No, thank you.
It's not about him. It's about you.
See, I don't need it.
Listen, I just want to share something. When I was on Love is Blind and I was engaged, I don't think that relationship could have lasted those 3 weeks if we didn't have separate bathrooms in our apartment. That's like the bare minimum, I think.
Yes, I agree with the separate bathroom situation. Yeah. Nowadays, they're doing primary bedrooms with 2 separate bathrooms, like in the primary bedroom, which is kind of a cool concept that I could get behind.
In the primary bathroom?
Yeah. So the primary bathroom has like a his and her side. Yeah. And I'm like, hell yes to that. Absolutely yes.
I feel like I need a separate bathroom because I feel like in his and hers, what if you're both going? Then you hear the echoes. I don't know. It's like you both are sitting on the toilet being like, you know what I'm saying?
You have too much time on your hands to be thinking about this. Are you okay?
I thought about this very heavily.
I never.
About like how I'm going to be like living in a house with a man. Like I was like, think about his and hers. I've really thought about this. This was like an option in my head in this imaginary house I would own. Like, okay,
I just see like a piece of your brain with a house in it.
Yeah, imagine if you're both using the bathroom at the same time. It's like when you're sitting in a public stall at work and you're just like,
honestly,
you have to like hold in your poop.
That's different though because you're doing that.
Because your coworker Annie is like 2 stalls down.
Not Annie.
And you're like hiding your shoes.
I'm done.
It's like that. That's the same situation.
See, I feel like with strangers you have to worry about this, but dude, after living together for 1 year plus, none of that stuff makes sense. Figuratively and physically, the shit doesn't matter. Have you ever heard of the 3-6-9 rule in a relationships?
Yeah. Is that the timeline of when you can start talking about poop? Is that the 3-month mark? 6-month mark is when you could actually hear each other use the bathroom. And the 9-month mark is like where you could be using the bathroom with your partner in the bathroom with you.
I love how all of our conversations come down to bodily functions.
But is that it?
3-6-9 rule is essentially the first 3 months of your relationship is your honeymoon stage. You are in this honeymoon phase of your life, of your relationship.
Okay.
6 to 9 month mark is when conflict arises. So this is when you are really coming into your relationship. You start to really be yourself. You put down that wall, okay? And then after the 9-month mark is when you realize like how serious is this relationship? Are we breaking up or are we staying together? That's like the 3-6-9 rule in a nutshell. So yes, you can apply bodily functions to this.
Wait, so is this your timeline? Because, bitch, you got engaged in 10 days. Don't forget.
And he never knew I pooped. Never.
He's like, women don't poop.
So that's kind of like, not that I like live by that rule, but I think I understand that rule because the 3-month mark is really like the end of your honeymoon phase.
No, that makes sense. But I think after doing Love is Blind, I have quickened those phases.
Fine. For you, it's 3-6-9 week rule.
I was like on date 3, I'm asking to do a financial audit. I'm like, let me see your accounts.
Very important.
I want to know what's in your 401k. And by date 4, we're fighting.
Yeah, by day 2, I can already imagine you popping the honeymoon bubble by date 2.
Yeah, no, I will. I will. And the pooping bubble too. I'd be like, so listen, what do you think about IBS? Okay, no, I think that makes sense. I feel like pre-Love is Blind, all my relationships followed that timeline.
I think every relationship warrants a 3-6-9 rule to really get to know somebody because let's face it, Love is Blind is a bubble of like hope, but it's not realistic. And it just doesn't apply to the real world. You're not spending 10 days, hours and hours on end with this partner. So it just doesn't make sense to apply what we learned on Love is Blind, right?
Totally.
But I think separate bathrooms are okay, but separate bedrooms are not okay because you're going to create so much distance between you two.
That's what I love. I love distance.
You need a roommate, not a partner. Okay, but speaking of moving in together and living together, what is your timeline on when you would move in with a partner?
Okay, I want to say like at least after 3 years because I love my alone time.
3 years?
But I feel like it says a lot when you live with each other. Like so much is revealed when you live with someone and they can't escape you.
Yes.
You know?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. So maybe I'll change that timeline. Like I want to move in at like the 8th month mark.
Oh, that's so lovely. I'm so proud of you. My long relationship, we spent so much time together after our first date that he moved in after a month. Little did I know that he was using me financially. So be careful.
Little did you know he just needed a place to stay.
He literally was like, oh, I don't have to pay rent. Let me get out.
He goes, let me just come over and do a little tour before I really lock this in.
But no, I at the age of 34, I don't have any time to spare. Like it's going to be quick with my things. And I feel like unless I'm engaged, I'm not going to live with them. This is my new thing. Is that crazy?
No, I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah, that's like where I'm at in my life because I just don't think that I want to merge lives together if you're not putting a ring on the finger.
Yeah, I don't think I want to wait till I get engaged. I feel like I just need to see how they live now. Okay, guys. Okay, you remember New York Boy?
Hate him.
Deepti knows this story and she was just like, what the fuck when I told her it at the time. But when I would visit him, obviously I was staying at his place. And I thought he knew I had IBS. And I thought when, I would use the bathroom multiple times a day, like he knew I wasn't just going number one. Like I was like, I'm like kind of in there for 10 minutes. Like what else would I be doing? And then around the 7-month mark, I literally distinctively remember this day. I announced that I have to go number 2. Like I was like, hey, I don't feel well. And he was like, hey, can you use the bathroom in the lobby downstairs of my apartment building?
That's diabolical.
At the time, we were thinking of moving in with each other.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, you were going to ruin my life and move.
Yeah.
I remember this.
Yeah. He was like gonna like come to Chicago and we were gonna like live here for a couple of months and then ultimately move to New York was the plan. We were in active conversations that we were gonna move in together. And then he made that comment and that's when I was like, oh.
You really never know somebody and that's the risk you take falling in love.
Yeah.
And it's scary because like, what do you mean after like an 8-year relationship, I still had no idea who that person was behind closed doors,
I was like, you're going to watch a baby literally come out of my vaginal cavity and you are making me use the bathroom in your lobby? Then that's why I was like, this isn't my man. But I was thinking about it. I was like, that's why it's so important, I think, to move in together before engagement. Because how would I have known he was so grossed out by something like that?
I understand the whole moving in together because I've always been a fan of that. But I think now I need to know how serious the man is before I take that step because I am not going through the heartbreak again of living together and having to live in a space where we both shared, like not happening. Not to say like I'm not going to have multiple sleepovers constantly to get to know this person in a living situation to see how they would act. Absolutely, I'll be doing that. But moving in together, I think is a big commitment and I'm not doing it unless I have a ring on my finger.
Okay, well, happening. Can I change the scenario?
Yeah.
What if they moved in with you and you could kick them out at any time?
The problem with me is my track record is I get so attached that I will never kick them out. You can do me no wrong that bad. That's my problem is I won't have the courage to kick them out. So I don't even want to put myself in a situation where I would have to.
You'll surprise yourself.
Fair.
Yeah. After everything we've gone through, like we're scorned women now, okay? Back then we weren't. I've hit that part of the holidays where I'm so excited to be with friends and family, but I'm also staring at my holiday list being like, how do I find something meaningful that doesn't feel last minute? Uncommon Goods solves that for me. Everything on there feels so thoughtful. I was scrolling the other night and I found this handmade ceramic ramen bowl set with little built-in chopstick holders. And I immediately thought this is a perfect gift for my friends. It's unique, it's made by an independent artist, and it feels like a gift that actually says something.
Uncommon Goods has so many things that feel special. So much of it is handmade or customizable, and you can tell real people are behind these products, and they have something for everyone: parents, kids, book lovers, foodies, gardeners, even those people who are impossible to shop for. Plus, when you buy from them, you're supporting small businesses, and they give back $1 to a nonprofit of your choice with every purchase. They've donated more than $3.1 million so far, which is absolutely amazing.
So don't wait. Make this holiday the year you give something truly unforgettable. To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/outofthepods. That's uncommongoods.com/outofthepods for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Can I tell you my philosophy about why it's so important you talk about your bodily fluids? I think it builds camaraderie and this bond. I feel like because I know your patterns and you know mine, well, I guess more you just know mine, I feel like we're bonded.
I do feel like I know you the best out of anyone because I literally know your schedule, because I just know that you're holding in your pee right now and you want to go. I just know it. But the fact that that's taking up space in my brain is a problem. It shouldn't.
No one knows this, but sometimes Deepti, when we're about to do something, she's like, hey, are you sure you don't want to use the bathroom real quick before we start something? Because she knows I can't hold in my pee.
She has like a pebble-sized bladder, and you literally do. But it shouldn't take up any space in my brain. Speaking about pebbles.
I don't know if anyone else knows about this. This is all over reality TV, social media, just like everyone's talking about it online.
Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about.
Have you heard about the Fruity Pebbles situation?
Are you joking? Of course I haven't. I've been disgusted. This
is so crazy. On Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, there's 2 cast members, Demi and Jesse, and they're currently in a fight.
Yeah, like a huge drama fight.
In the past, on previous seasons of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, the cast members would mention something about Fruity Pebbles, but they would never explain like what it meant. They were like, we can't talk about it. It's a secret thing. We promised Demi we wouldn't talk about what Fruity Pebbles means. After Demi and Jesse get into this big fight on season 3, Jesse reveals what Fruity Pebbles means, like what it is. And it refers to a time when Demi's husband drank Demi's urine as like a sexual kink. And he said that it tasted like Fruity Pebbles.
Oh.
And so that's what Fruity Pebbles means. And I was like, that's a concern.
That's very concerning.
If your urine smells like Fruity Pebbles, I just feel like I'm not a doctor.
But please consult a doctor.
But I feel like you either need to drink more water or probably get that checked out. But second, what the fuck?
What the fuck? It makes me think about how friendships can turn real fast. And you have to be so careful about the secrets you tell people, because do you really trust them or not?
I thought about that too, about how when friendships break down, like, oh my God, that friend who knows some of your secrets, like you can't trust them anymore. But also on the other side, I was thinking about it like, where can I find a man who loves me so much he will drink my pee?
Put that in your dating bio.
I can't even
put a link to the Demi TikTok.
New York boy sent me downstairs, sent me to his lobby to use the bathroom, and yet this woman has a man who will drink her pee. I don't know which one's worse.
I don't know, but that is like a big scale of 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And I don't think I want a man at the 100 mark. I'm just saying out loud. But I feel like there's so many amazing men out there who don't give a fuck. And New York Boy was the worst of them, in my opinion.
You have to find a man in the middle where he would never do the Fruity Pebbles thing, but he wouldn't do a New York Boy thing either. But going back to the friendship piece of it, I feel like you were in a similar situation where you were in the early stages of potentially having a reality TV show with your friend group, and you were like, no, because it would ruin your friendship.
Yes, I was thinking about doing something in Chicago, like a reality TV show. I had an idea for it, but I realized that you have to be very cutthroat in this business. And if you don't have a storyline, especially if it's a reoccurring show, you're going to get cut, right? Like people want the drama. And I feel like friendships are ruined, relationships are ruined. That's what you see in the reality TV universe. And Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is the prime example of that. Like Jesse and Demi were best friends on the show season 1. And now into season 3, they're fighting so hard to the point where it's like nasty things are coming out about each other. And I could not imagine getting to that place in my friendships, and I do not want to ruin that.
No, I think about that too when friendships break down, especially on like a public stage. Yes. I was like, your friends know a lot of your secrets or things you've said. Yeah. Maybe you've even forgotten things that you told them. And the fact like this is all coming out, like I'm sure Demi did not foresee this.
No, absolutely not.
And like the fact like Jesse now has like all this shit on Demi because they used to be best friends. But we kind of experienced this on Love is Blind. There was a situation with a cast member of ours on our season where I was kind of close to her. Like our filming schedules matched up. So like when we would have filming breaks, it matched up. So we would hang out in our shared apartment complex. And I would, you know, naturally talk to her like, you know, how my relationship was going, tell her a little bit about my concerns with the relationship, things like that, like where my head was at. And same, she would do the same thing. She would like share her concerns with me on her relationship. And then I found out through my producer in one of her confessional interviews, she talked about everything I told her in our conversations.
That just makes me so sad.
And so I confronted her being like, hey, I heard you mention these things. Like, what's the context? Before I go rip shit on you, I would love to hear your side. Yeah. And she goes, oh, well, she's like, I just, you know, like I was nervous. They were giving me and my partner a bad edit. So it kind of just came out of nowhere. Like, sorry, I kind of blurted it out because I was so scared me and my partner were going to get a bad edit. And I was like, wait, what's the correlation? But essentially what she was saying is she was trying to toss me and my partner under the bus to make her and her partner look better.
Things happen and transpire that is out of your control sometimes, like in reality TV world, like with producers and things like that. But people will do anything to save themselves just so that they can look better because it is such a bad world out there. The internet is such a mean place that they're not willing to go through that and they will toss you under to get what they want. And that's why you see such a bad side of people when it comes to reality TV because fame is such a big motivator, but it comes at a price.
No, 100%.
A huge price, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more of like yes, you could really care for a friend and love a friend, but I feel like in the reality TV show space, when it comes to like saving your own edit and making sure you come out good, like you are going to toss some people under the bus.
Absolutely.
After that situation, I was like, I'm not trusting any of these bitches.
No, never. Which is exactly why I was like, nix the idea of that reality TV show because I don't want to put my friends through that and I don't want to lose friendships over that.
Yeah.
That's not happening. And like, why is it that friendship breakups are also so much harder than romantic relationship breakups? I think about that all the time is like losing a friend is so much harder.
Yeah, like your confidant.
Yes.
Yes. When a friend betrays you, it hurts so much more than a partner betraying you.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I feel like there have been things where exes have done things to me where I've like forgave them for it. But if a best friend does the same things, I'm like, oh, they're out.
Yeah,
like, I can't even believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when it comes to friendships, I feel like it means something deeper to me versus like a romantic relationship. It's like you're kind of used to, oh, this partner might not work out for me. But a friendship, it's like I think about it as like, oh, this is going to last a lifetime. And when it doesn't, it just breaks my heart 10 times more than a romantic.
Yeah. I totally agree. Men come and go, but women stay forever. But the whole thing about like people who you used to trust revealing your secrets is really hard too. Like think about your ex-partners. Well, we kind of experienced this through Love is Blind again, is like, well, specifically me, where I was willing to like protect someone until I realized, oh, we're over and they're not willing to protect me anymore. And I'm going to be petty and reveal everything.
You once told me something that stuck with me. And it was, you know how I always say, like, in situations where someone does you dirty, I'm always like, don't worry, like the universe will handle it, like karma is coming to them. And you said something to me that stuck with me so
I said,
hard.
we're the karma.
Yes, you did. You're like, no, Deep T, I will be their karma. And that's when I realized, like, there's two types of people in the world. Ones who deliver the karma and ones who wait for it to happen, because I know it will. But
no.
you're the karma.
I feel like I'm the karma.
That's why we are so good together.
When you tell me like, hey, no, just let it go. Like, take the high road. I was like, no. I was like, no, because I was put on this earth for them to learn their lesson.
Yes.
Okay?
And I absolutely love that. I told my parents about that this weekend. She's like, oh, I like that.
Yeah, no,
and I was
literally.
like, yeah, that's why we're yin and yang, bitch. Because I'm like, keep the peace. And you're like, no, I'm going to rage.
I don't think I talked about this on the podcast, but I actually got into a fight in Rome.
What? Oh, you told me. Yes.
Yeah. Guys.
She's always fighting with people. But for good reasons.
Yeah, for good reason. Like, there has to be a
reasons.
reason. I was in Rome with my family. I was in line for the bathroom in a restaurant. And there was two women in front of me. There was a brunette and in front of me, and in front of the brunette, there was a blonde woman. And they got into a fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
Tea.
And the blonde woman was definitely at fault. Like, she instigated something. And the blonde woman took her two fingers and pushed the forehead of the brunette woman.
What?
Yeah, like, do you
what
know what
a
I'm
weird
saying?
Yeah, I do, but like, who does that as a fighting technique?
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. I was like, has anyone seen this? And I don't know what came in me, but I just saw red in my eyes. And I went up to the blonde woman from behind. So I like stepped over and I took my two fingers and pushed her forehead even harder.
Oh.
And then she started yelling at me, and the brunette woman's like, everyone calm down. Like, everyone calm down.
It's fine. It's just a forehead.
Yeah, she goes, okay, everyone like relax. But I just couldn't help it.
Yeah. No, and I love you in instances like
Yeah.
that, because you should absolutely stick up for people.
I go back to the table where my parents are sitting at the restaurant. Guess who's right next to us?
Oh, no.
With her family. The blonde woman.
I don't understand how people act like that when their family's around. Like, are you okay in the head?
Yeah. And I told my parents about it. I was like, just an FYI. And my parents were like, you have to stay out of it. Like, you don't ever like, you know, use your hands or like any physical like violence against someone else. But I was like, but I felt like it was more like an eye for an eye. Like, she did it to someone and I can do it to her.
Don't you listen to Gandhi? Like, an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, Natalie.
Well, maybe.
That's my favorite quote.
Maybe. And what I'm trying to say is, I feel like I was meant to be there because I was the karma.
No, 100%. You know
who else is going to push her in the forehead?
The world needs all types of people like you who take action and do something about it, and people like me who wait for the action to happen because we know it's coming, you know? So I'm all for it.
Yeah. So anyways, that's my philosophy in life.
Pod besties, we've said it before so many times, but when it comes to holiday gifting, we want to give things that people really love. Beautiful, timeless pieces they'll wear for years. That's why I love Quince. I got one of their Mongolian cashmere sweaters for $50, and it looks and feels like a designer piece. It's soft, structured, and it doesn't pill. Normally, it would cost me $200, but it was only $50. Their Italian wool coats are also very standout pieces to me. It's one of my favorites to wear. It's soft and crafted to last for seasons. Every piece from Quince is made with premium materials from ethical, trusted factories and priced far below what other luxury brands charge. Find gifts so good you'll want to keep them with Quince. Go to quince.com/outofthepods for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/outofthepods to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/outofthepods. I'm definitely the type of person who's very passive in a lot of things, but I'm learning to be a little bit more feisty. I just don't like the feeling of it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, same.
Yeah. And I'm the same way in friendships too, I feel like. I don't like to be like over the top with my emotions and my feelings. I'm very like, let me just chill, because there's a lot of other like very strong personalities around me.
Totally.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's why you have a friend who's gonna fight someone.
Yes.
Like me.
Yes, I'm so thankful to have you in my life though, because if there is a situation that does go wrong, like if we're at the bar or something and someone's being disrespectful to me, I'm very passive to be like, okay, like relax everyone. Let me just like remove myself from the situation. Whereas Natalie will walk in there and be like, did you just say that to her? And I'm like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God.
You're like, let me bring my friend Natalie
and I was
here.
like, I'm scared.
Let me bring my bodyguard Natalie here. No, literally, when I like get in people's faces, I act like I'm 6'2" and like 250 pounds.
But pod besties, just to clarify, Natalie's not aggro all the time.
Not all the time.
It's very situational because I feel like you're not like that all the time. You're very like go with the flow also when the situation warrants it. Don't you think?
Yeah, I won't confront someone unless like disrespect has happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something crazy happened to me the other day at Whole Foods.
Oh, at Whole Foods.
And
everything always crazy happens at Whole Foods.
Right? Like the grocery store is kind of wild. I haven't told the pod besties this yet, but I went and got a tarot reading done a month and a half ago-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And in this reading, and I'll keep it brief, in this reading, the reader basically told me that I would find my partner at a grocery store or at a restaurant or somewhere like that in passing.
Okay.
And she specifically also told me that like he will have a mark on his left hand. Anyways, it was a weird detail, okay?
Okay.
So ever since then, anytime I go into a grocery store or anywhere out and about, like a restaurant, I've been like alert, you know?
Yeah.
And
you're like, I gotta look my best. I can't wear mismatched socks anymore to the grocery store.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, like you're putting on a full face of makeup.
Yes. Or you're looking your best for sure. Yeah. So I went into Whole Foods the other day and I was buying like a candle for a friend for
at Whole Foods. Okay, first of all, I'm sorry. Can I side note this?
Yes.
Do you know how much candles are at Whole Foods?
So expensive.
They're so expensive.
I'm sorry for yelling, but my jaw was on the floor when I looked at the prices, Natalie. I was literally like, what the fuck? They're like $20 made of? I know.
Yeah.
And
too bad that's also the price of carrots at Whole Foods too.
Everything at Whole Foods. Whole Foods, whole paycheck.
Yeah, no.
It's literally that's literally what they say. But no, I was like astounded by the prices. Anyways, crazy tangent, but do not buy candles at Whole Foods.
Yeah, no.
I was in a rush because I was going over to my friend's place for it was the first time I was seeing her place. And I was like, I can't go empty-handed. So I was like, I got to get some flowers and a candle, something.
I was like, it's going to cost me $100, but like
let's
we're
go.
going to do it.
So I go in and I'm walking to the candle section and this guy's like walking behind me and he goes to the exact same section. And I'm like, this is weird. And he's like, he's cute, whatever. I feel like men are so much hotter when they wear hats, so I can't really tell if he's hot or if it's just the hat.
It's just the baseball hat.
I feel like it's just the hat. He's like next to me looking at candles. And I was like just like picking candles up and smelling them. And he's like kind of doing the same thing. And every time because he was so obnoxiously close to me that I looked over at him and I looked up and he's just like straight up grinning at me. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to die. Like, this is creepy.
I was like, this is the start of my murder.
Yeah, I was like, is he stalking me? Like, this is weird.
Yeah, no, I'd be freaked out.
I was freaked out. And he was just like, oh, like, who are you buying candles for? Making small talk. And like me being nice, I was just like, oh, like I'm going on a sushi date with a friend, like blah, blah. And he goes, do you go on sushi dates often? And I was like, this is weird. I was like really weirded out, but he was kind of cute. So I was like kind of entertaining it.
Yeah.
And
you were flattered but cautious.
Yeah. Flattered but cautious is exactly right. And
you were like, this could be the love of my life or honestly the start of my death.
And exactly. And okay, I was continuing to smell them and there was a really, really weird vibe to him. Like something was off. And so I was like, my instincts went up and I was like, you need to get the fuck out of here now. So I was like, I just grabbed a vanilla candle. It was like $25. I was like, fuck, I'm grabbing this candle. I sniffed it and I was like, oh, I think I'm just going to go with this one. He goes, oh, is that okay? And I literally thought that he was going to be like, can I get your number? Or like, can I take you on a sushi? Something, nothing. He's just straight up smiling at me really creepily as I walked away. And I was like, that was the weirdest interaction I've ever had. And then I like walked around, like did some other things at Whole Foods, and he was following me.
Deep D.
He was following me.
Okay. Is this supposed to be the love of your life? Like,
no, I think the tarot card reader put something in my brain where I'm like, oh, it could be, but I was like, oh, he's so creepy. So anyways,
it's like when you're forcing it, you're like, but he has to be the love of my life.
He has to be.
Yeah.
No, it was really creepy. But I thought to myself, I was like, wow, this is the weirdest interaction I've ever had with a man. And the fact that he didn't even ask me out, like, what was the purpose of that interaction? Like, men are so weird sometimes.
Maybe he just wants to smell you.
That's so weird. That's even weirder.
You know how, like, I don't know, you see those, like, weird people who love to, like, sniff people?
I don't know, but like,
he probably even snipped your hair a little bit and like keeps it in a locket somewhere.
No, Natalie, I literally thought he was like one of my stalkers because I get a lot of like weird messages on my Instagram. And like, I'm not gonna lie, people know where I live now. And I was like, what in the world is this?
Yeah. I think if anyone in this age of technology tries to make human interaction with you at a grocery store, like stranger to stranger, that's the start of a murder mystery. Yeah. Okay.
I always think stranger danger now. Like, I just don't trust anybody
like,
out in the wild.
No one should be chatting with you out in the wild.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
And I fear like Hallmark movies, even Bollywood movies have ruined this for me where I'm like, oh no, it's a meet cute. Like this is where I fall in love and find my soulmate. But nope, it's just literally a stalker.
No, literally those are Hallmark movies where people like bump into each other and like all fall at the same time and they help each other up and make eye contact.
Randomly, they're in your business meeting the next day.
No,
like,
100%.
No, that never happens.
That doesn't happen. If they are in my business meeting the next day, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be like, that dumbass ran into me
the other day.
Yeah. No, I don't believe in meet cutes.
I absolutely do because like obviously I'm not on dating apps because I'm hoping to have a meet cute and I want that love story for me. But like after that interaction, I'm questioning my whole belief system. It's crumbling. Literally. It's crumbling.
No, yeah. Wait, what was the point of that? Like he didn't even ask like for your name or number.
That's what I'm like was a little bit weirded out by. He was just like really weirdly creepily smiling at me. And I was like, oh my God, you want to wear my face. He's like, wow, what good skin you have. Let me take it from you.
It's like, look at your sniffing power. He goes, wow.
It's like a rom-com turned horror.
Yeah.
And that was the vibe I was getting. And you know, it's so weird. Like, you know, when someone's watching you, you can feel it. Mm-hmm. This man was literally all around the grocery store, just watching me.
You just like turn your head and then you make eye contact with him.
Yes, because the flowers that I was going to get for my friend, the flowers were terrible at Whole Foods that day. So I was like, let me get her a damn pastry. And I'm waiting at the bakery counter for the lady to come up.
Yeah,
so you know how you're just like randomly looking around the store?
Yeah, totally.
I look over, that man's eyes are just beating like at me. I was like, oh my God, like I need to get the hell out of here. And I took the long way home because obviously, you know, I didn't want him to know where I lived.
You didn't want him to follow you home.
Yes. So I would like took the long way around. And I was like, this is so creepy happening on a Thursday at 4 p.m. Like, come on.
I don't think I've ever like looked at someone at a grocery store.
Oh my gosh, I do all the time. I love window watching men at the grocery store. Are you kidding me? I'm looking in their cart. What are you buying?
You're just as creepy as this man. That's probably what he was doing to you. He's just probably like, oh, she's really pretty and is just like continuously staring at you.
It's not like I'm gawking at it. I'm just like, oh, observation. Cool. You know, it's nothing
they
like.
bought some lettuce.
Yeah. Hey, you get organic ground meat. Love that.
Safe to say, you know, that wasn't the love of your life. It might have been. It just, you shut it down. You shut it down so fast the universe couldn't do its thing.
I know.
You ran away so fast you couldn't ask for your number.
No, that was really creepy.
And also, I feel like tarot readers, I don't believe in them. But if I did, I feel like maybe she only put the card down and like the next card was going to be like, your demise. But you know, like it didn't get there. She was giving you like, she only did like how you're going to like meet the person.
I feel like tarot readings are very like, do not take it to heart. Like you have to take it with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. But this one, she was so specific, Natalie, that I was like.
Did he have something on his left hand?
I was so freaked out I didn't look. I was like, oh. But anyways.
Yeah.
Besides the point. But I don't know. I'm rethinking my whole dating approach and maybe I should move out of the grocery stores and into the apps again, but Both are daunting.
I love the apps.
Yeah, how's the dating world going?
I love 100-mile radius.
When you said 2 separate bedrooms, you meant 2 separate bedrooms and 2 separate zip codes.
No, literally, I was like, I love matching with a man in Minnesota. Or
Not
like
Minnesota.
Kentucky. I was like, wow, the options really are limitless. Yeah, 100%. That's why I love the apps.
How's the dating world going for you?
I am dating someone.
Eek?
Yeah,
Yay?
he's just like,
Yay?
It's one of those things where I need to like feel it out.
You know what? You have to kiss many frogs to get to your prince.
Without contracting a cold sore, but
yes.
sure.
Without contracting the cold sore is wild. And it applies so well that I'm like, wait. But no, yeah, I'm kind of nervous to return to the dating app world. But you know what I'm excited about is the confidence that I will get from getting a like. Just one like alone does a lot for me.
I've become so desensitized that a like doesn't do anything for me. But I will say, like, you get exposure to people you would never cross paths with. It's just like Love is Blind did.
Yeah.
Like, even think about friendships, like, we would have never crossed paths if we didn't meet on the show. So I feel like with dating apps, like, you could date a farmer who's milking his cow and just decides to swipe on the app the same exact time you are and you guys match. How beautiful is that?
That is beautiful, actually. You know what?
He has to drive into your city in his truck.
I am not going to knock on dating apps anymore because I agree. Why would you make your pool less? Especially because I don't go anywhere. So it's like, listen, you're not meeting anyone anywhere.
No, and when
so
when we talked about dating apps before, a lot of pod besties will be like, I met my partner on dating apps. And they're like, we've been married for like, you know, X amount of years.
Yes. I'm still holding on to like the whole Hallmark movie type of love story, but that's not realistic in any sense.
Because I feel like you rarely meet people out in the wild. So I was like, but you could match a lot on a dating app. So like, why would you just settle for a man you met out in the wild like I did with New York Boy? I literally thought he was the one because I was like, I met him organically.
That's fair.
But on a dating app, you're like doing comparisons. You're like, matched with a lot of guys. Let's compare their profiles now.
I feel like all the dates that I've been on dating apps have never led anywhere, but people that I've met in real life have. So that's maybe why I have that mentality, but I need to change it. I need to do something different because I'm not going to lie to you. I am ready for love. I'm ready to fall in love again. I want the butterflies in my tummy. Love that feeling. When I listen to a sad song on the radio or a playlist.
No, wait, that's where I know exactly what you're saying. That's where I'm at too, where I'll listen to a sad song like about a breakup and I was like, I don't even know who to think about.
Yes.
Like when I listen to a song about love, I'm like, I mean, I don't even know this feeling. I can't relate.
I know. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but like my dog is 17 now and I know this is probably the last holiday season with him, which makes me really sad. But the other day, when I was listening to a sad song, I literally thought about my dog. There was no man in my brain whatsoever, not even an ex, no crush.
I know.
Nothing.
It's a sad, when you don't have a crush, you're like, I mean, who do I think about when I listen to songs?
Literally no one.
Especially when I listen to a sad song about a breakup, like a really beautiful song.
Yes.
I'll like force myself to think about an ex.
Yes.
But all I feel is like anger towards them. And I think they're so annoying and they're the worst person that I was like, never mind.
Yeah. No, I don't even think about my exes anymore. They don't even cross my brain. That's how long it's been since I've had an ex. Yeah, I just want to be able to think about a person again in a romantic way. And I feel like it's been too long.
Yeah.
It's time to get back on that horse.
I mean, I think about you.
Oh, that's really
anytime the lyric is something about like waiting for your text. And I was like, waiting for Deep D's text and FaceTime.
Depressing. That's hella depressing for sure.
So with that, we're going to end it right here.
Yes.
Make sure you leave a review and subscribe.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye.